Good morning, possums. This is Maggie back again with your readings. Now let's have a look what's happening on this gorgeous day. It's bright, sunny and absolutely beautiful here in WA. Capricorns. Caps, you're on the stairway to the stars. There's whole new doorways opening here, whole new beginnings. All it takes is the courage to take that next step. Yeah, are you going to fall on your face? Nah. You know where you're going, you know what's happening. It's time to let go of the fear things from the past and to move in to new directions, new steps. It's time to take those jumps. What's happening now is it's reasonably simple and reasonably complex. The new steps, the new directions are there, but all the oh my God, the what ifs, it's like, what if this doesn't work, what if this doesn't, it's all from the past is all there. Look, you've got a choice here. You can either jump into a brand new future or you can turn your back on it. Basically, it's up to you. Unfortunately, God in his great wisdom gave us free choice. I'm not so sure that was such a good thing. Okay, Aquarius, where are you, hun? Aquarian is like the follow-on from the Capricorn energy. It's a time of change. The wheel's turning, and yes, we are coming up to major planetary connections, as in Samhain. I know some people switch and do Beltane instead of Samhain. For me, it's a planetary thing, and Samhain comes in on a planetary connection. So what's happening here is literally the winds of change. On Samhain, the wheel of karma turns. What you have to do, Aquarius, is make sure you take advantage of that turning of the wheel to make it go your way. Okay? Decisions now are long-lasting, very, very strong, very powerful choices, because they're going to last for a long time. So you better get it right, hadn't you, hun? Okay, let's see what Aries have. And yeah, I know I've got Aries and Pisces back to front. It's just the way I do it, okay? Now, Aries, oh my God, you created yourself some headaches. You know, by allowing this darker energy motions to take over, you're actually creating yourself a space where you're staying stuck in the pain level. Once we can discover that everything in our being and our life we personally have created, the good, the bad, the bloody ugly, and everything in between is a personal choice. Okay, so if you're getting to a point where things are looking dark, you've got a choice. You either stay in that dark place or you look for the positive in it and you move forward. There's always a brighter side to all things. You know, it would be a great idea now, Aries, to look at that attitude of gratitude, because we've all got something to be grateful for. And I can hear that great groan and going, yeah, you have. You're awake. You've got a computer. You're watching me. Hey, what more could you want? Look for the positives. Pisces. Pisces is about absolute endings. Absolute. This can come in the form of people deciding, yeah, I'm done, and gently following their path to the other side. And I'm not talking suicide, I'm talking people whose time it is to kick the bucket. Dealing with the emotions of grief is something we're not trained to do, unfortunately. And grief comes, death comes in many ways. Death comes at the end of a relationship, at the end of a dream. But it's about the grieving process. When you grieve, have a shout and a scream and a drama, you let everything out and you're already in the process of healing. You know, this suck it up, hold it in attitude, it breeds problems. They were right in the old days. Keen, scream, wash yourself, cover yourself with ashes, whatever. A visible, practical way of dealing with a grief situation. We are taught to be ashamed of our grief. So whatever's wrong, ending, not wrong, ending in your life, allow yourself the beauty of grief, because it's the beauty and the grace of grief that sees you safely through the other side. Okay? Taurus. Oh, Taurus, what are you doing to yourself? Whoa. Now they've chopped out four cards for Taurus, so obviously Taurus are in for some big changes and some big switches around here. First, it's like, look at what you have instead of thinking everyone else is above you, or this one's better, or this one's better, or this one's got this, or I need that. You're all born equal. You're all born stark naked with nothing. And we all go back with nothing. From whence we came to whence we go is the same path. So don't put people on pedestals. If you put someone on a pedestal, you're giving yourself and automatically cutting your own worth, and that's just not a happening thing around you right now. God, you are in the miseries, darlings, aren't you? Taurus, pull it together. Your cup isn't half empty. It is always overflowing. It's just a matter of being able to see what the gifts and what the joys are in this present moment. And no matter how bad anything is, I am positive there is something wonderful in your life. The fact that you're having this life and that you have family, that you're living, that you're breathing, is a fantastic thing. It's like you put looking forward on hold. Well, bloody turn it around, hon, and start looking at things you can look forward to. Start planning, start opening these doors to what you can look forward to. Okay, sometimes things have to blow up before they can get better. I know people think volcanoes are destructive and they destroy things, and they do. But my goodness, look what grows in volcanic ash. Some really good stuff. So the blow-ups that are around you now are basically the pre-fertilizer for good stuff. Okay? Gem. Let's see what the gem has to offer. A lookout. And it is a lookout. Okay, Gem, you can do it. But the thing is, you can do it. This is a time of power. This is a time of grabbing everything with both hands, jumping in, boots and all. It's sink or swim, but you're going to swim. This is about the confidence level that is high, that is powerful, that is strong. It's just do it. Why? Because you can. Okay? Cancerians. Where are my Cancerians of the day? Struggling with a few deep waters. Very much struggling with a few deep waters. It's okay. There's nothing here that's not going to be workable. It's just like you have to gently go through it. Don't stir up old things. Don't poke that pole right to the bottom of the water where you dig up the mud that's underneath. Things that are settled need to be allowed settled. Stop stirring the past. It's not going to help you. Look forward to the strengths. Count what you've learned, how strong you've become and where you're going. It's like gently push through the waters of life and very gently steer your way with strength, with courage. Don't shut off yourself in the past. It's like look forward to the future. Gather everything you've learned and everything you are and go forward. But leave that mud at the bottom where it belongs. Leo? Oh, look it. Yes, Leo, things are looking up. Leo's financial areas are in for a boost, and it's like, wow, look what I can do. Yeah, sure you can. And it's like, yeah, but don't spend it all at once, hon, because you're going to want some a bit later and go, This is about enjoyment. It's about reaching out. It's about growing. It's about fertility in many ways. Fertility, don't panic, you're not all going to get pregnant. Fertility is about growing and learning and understanding. It's about flourishing in the right to be who you are. It's about, this is the springtime of a project, of your life, whatever, when new things are starting, when the buds are showing through. And it's like you have the ability right there in the palm of your hand. And remember, not all things are a financial basis. Let's see where our Virgos of the day are. Oops. Look, very emotional around the Virgo situation at the moment, so please try not to react. Action is one thing, reaction is another. Step back and give yourself some space. Understand that you're not in a good place, that you may actually be looking at things from a point of view that's not meant. You know, it's time to just relax and fly. Don't lose your temper, but don't blow up either. It's again back to releasing emotion, but in a strong, peaceful way that's an acceptable way for you. It's like bite your tongue a few bits here and then make a sensible direction and choice in how to deal with what's happening around you. Look at all the options before you jump in. You don't want to end up embarrassed and having to apologize. Things are not always what they appear on the surface. Libra. Oh my goodness, Lib. Yeah, it's a very emotional, all over the place time, and you're pouring a little bit of energy in here and a little bit of energy in there. But you know, what you're doing right now is emptying the buckets of the past. And sometimes when we empty the buckets of the past, it is hard. It's hard work letting go. It's hard work going, it's over. Because sometimes we don't want the past to be over. But it's like, look what's ahead of you, or sitting right there for you to turn around and look at. There's a lot of hope. There's a lot of brightness. There's a lot of new directions. There's new friendships here. There's doorways opening. It's like the sun's about to shine on your path, hon. So it's like you need to stand up. You're burdened and bent down with all the connections from the past. Pour it all back into the pool of life and start a new bucket. Fill it up with all the joy and the newness and the brightness that you can. Okie dokie. Right, now let's see. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, this is about understanding where you sit in a financial area. It's not what you can hold in your hand that counts. It's what you hold in your heart that counts. But it's also about understanding your own personal value. This is a time to put things into motion that are balancing for your personal value. Scorpios at this time tend to underrate their talents. They tend to underrate what they're doing. Don't. Okay? Don't, or I'll have to come right out there and smack you. What's happening now is that this is about learning your own self-value, your own self-worth, and there are doors that are opening in which to do that. Don't panic. Panic never fixed anything. Time to move forward, hun. Because you can. Absolutely, because you can. Let's see where our Sagittarius are sitting. Sitting quite pretty. Sitting back, taking it easy, reviewing the good things. It's like, wow, look how great I am. Look what I've done. And you know, this is a lesson we all need to learn. To be able to sit back every now and then, look over everything and go, wow, look what I've done. But also it's a time to reflect on what we can do, on what the next step is, about how powerful and strong each and every one of us is. Sag, this is your time to put that plan into action. But make sure you sit back, think it through very carefully, step by step. This is a seeding time for you. What happens now will harvest down the line. So make sure it's what you really want, okay? And I believe for Sag, some of you could come in for a pretty good little win shortly. That's a financial win. Okay, babes, you take care, and I'll catch up with you very shortly. Bye now.